Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Parshas Noach. So, very exciting parsha. Everyone has a lot of Torahs. What's going on? Well, it's an interesting point that I wanted to it's two interesting pieces I think that Kliyaka brings down. One is, what's the big deal about Gezel that's causing the mabul? You think Avodah Zarah is the worst thing. No, that wasn't it. It was Adam Chavero things as opposed to Avodah Zarah things. And why is that? We see that Der Haflaga later in the parasha, the people rebel against Hashem and they just get split over the world. No one dies. But when it comes to stealing, Gila Rugs, things Adam Chavero, things, the reset button, Hashem pressed the reset button. So the Kli Yakar doesn't say in this parsha, but one of his themes is that when someone is b'shalom with somebody, there's a chance of him doing the right thing at some point, getting back to where he's supposed to be. Someone who does avodah zarah, if he's b'shalom with people, then he'll get back to doing the right thing. So if someone does the wrong thing, if he has friends, he has chabura, either they'll give him musar or he'll learn from other people. And fine, so Hashem can wait and hold back judgments because it's a chance he'll do tshuva. As opposed to stealing and gila ros and stealing against your friend. If someone is by himself and his friends hate him, he hates his friends, then there's no chance of him doing well. No one's friendly enough to give him musar. No one cares about that guy. No one's going to help him out. That's why, everybody has one or two best friends that you could really give musar, take musar from those people. Most people you can't. Most people, they shush you in shul. You say to him, you're this. And the guy says to you, you're this. You always, he's back and forth. But it's only, everybody, most people, some people, you have one or two really close friends that you could really say the truth. You know what, you were late today, or you're davening, you're talking shul, or you should learn more Torah, be more serious, things like that. Only a close friend. So when you're b'shalom with people, there's a chance. And when Mabul rolls around, people hate each other, they're stealing from each other, taking stuff from each other. So there's no chance that they're going to save themselves, no chance of tshuva. And Hashem pressed the reset button. And ad kedei kach, we know that Hashem waited until the very last minute. So all the Mefarshim talk about that Noach went mipnei hamabel. So everyone says Noach not as great as Abraham, and one of the proof is that Noach didn't really believe the mabel was going to happen, and he was forced into the mabel. And the Kli Yakar says the opposite. It sounds like it's really the other way around, because we actually have in Plus Yud Beis, Vahi Hageshem al Aretz, and then in Yud Zayin, Vahi Hamabel. So even the people were given the last moments to do tshuva. Hashem didn't just press the reset button right away, even though they had a lot of time to do tshuva. They saw Noach working on it for so many years. They didn't do tshuva, and instead of the rain just coming all in once, it started slow, so the people should kind of see what's taking place, and they should maybe it is going to be a mabul, maybe we should do tshuva, and we have a few minutes to kind of hop around to do tshuva. And that's what the Kli Yakar talks about, is that Hashem waited, even to the last minute, and this is consistent with Noach. Noach also, he didn't run into the Teva when it started raining. Noach really thought Hashem will not bring the mabul, because people are going to do tshuva. Hashem didn't destroy Adam. Hashem, forgave Adam at some level. So Noach said, something? It's going to start to rain. I'm sure people do tshuva. Hashem's not going to bring it in 1 second. And kachaya, it starts to rain, and the people, instead of seeing this as a sign to do tshuva, they just said, oh, it must be just regular rain. And then at some point it's too late, and the mabul comes down and be hamabel, and then turns into the mabul midstream, as opposed to Abraham. So towards the end of the parsha, we learn about Abraham, and Abraham, the Medrash says, sees signs, and he takes from Hashem. So he didn't have a Rebbe, He didn't have someone to learn from. He learned this from his own insides. The Pri Tzaddik says his own klios, his own kidneys, his own being recognized that there's Hashem in the world. And he saw signs. He saw the sun comes up and the sun goes down. So you can't bow down to the sun if the sun is not the most powerful thing around. It's got to be something else. And the other Medrash talks about that Avram was in the forest and he sees this huge fire. And he says, there has to be someone that's controlling this. It's not just nature. There has to be someone on top of this. And I think the point is that someone could see a sign of something and attribute it to Min HaShamayim. But most people, they see a sign and it's just nature. It's something else. You could see a car crash and you could say, guy, it's just nature. Things happen. A tree falls down and almost smashes me, the car. Okay, things happen. It's gravity. It was a storm. And some people say something, I was really close this time. Hashem saved me. Maybe I'm lacking in a certain midah. Maybe I don't feel well one day. Maybe I used my hand the wrong way. Maybe my foot. Maybe my stomach's hurting. And think of ways that you can kind of improve yourself. Because no, it's not Teva. It's all Min HaShamayim. And that's kind of the difference. Noach and the people, not Noach, the people of the Mabul see rain and said, it's rain. Abraham sees the sun going up and says, that's Hashem controlling the strings here. That's the monarch of the world. So I think that's the point of what we do. Nature is a very tricky thing. The Ramban famously says that nature is from Hashem too. Even open miracles from Hashem, and nature miracles, just the sun coming up, is also from Hashem. It's all from Hashem. And Rav Olbi takes it a step further and says that in the Shara Emunah is that nature is a scary, dangerous thing. This is the iron curtain that stops us from seeing Hashem. We take everything in our lives and tag up to nature. It's dark in the morning. Well, the day's getting shorter. It's cold. It's this. It's that. It's all things nature, and we're blinded by the laws of nature, and this causes the separation. And what we really should do is break that barrier down. And every time you say Amen, even small things, by acknowledging Hashem, saying Amen to a bracha, making a bracha, saying Shema, thinking about Hashem, when a talis and tefillin on, all these things help break this barrier and brings Hashem to the world, and we could recognize Hashem. And hopefully we do that. Hopefully we take these small signs or sometimes big signs, and instead of looking around the world, look at the internet and say, oh, this is happening here, this is happening here. Well, the world's doing this, that, it's natural if things are happening. We should take these lessons. It's all from Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.